I guess we got the news about the negative X-ray, but there will be an MRI tomorrow. Just from what you know, I know you're coaching the game, and maybe you got a quick briefing. What do you any more information than that?
Nope. That's all I have is that he's going to get an MRI. So I know he had an X-ray and that he's getting an MRI. That's it. I haven't talked to him or Rick or anybody yet.
Well, maybe this question's kind of. I mean, he came into the game with a lower left leg contusion, I think it was called. Do you know if it was related at all?
I don't know anything.
Gotcha.
I mean, is there, I guess, a concern level for, how severe it could be and what that could mean?
Well, anytime a guy's going to get an MRI, there's a concern level for sure. So we'll just have to wait and see the results.
I mean, what's just going through your head when you see Steph limping to the bench?
It's not the first time, he plays hard and he's all over the floor, and this has happened, many, many times over the years. So fingers crossed that he's okay.
He came out earlier than usual in the first quarter. Was that to try to cut down his minutes tonight?
Yeah. I've been concerned about the overall minutes over the last 10 games for both Steph and Draymond. They were creeping up, and I felt like tonight we wanted to make sure we kept both of their minutes down as much as we could, and so we took them out a little bit early, kept them out a little bit longer in the second quarter as well.
Steve, before the game, you addressed closing out games, and they had a couple moments where they tried to make a little run, and it seemed like your guys kept pushing on both ends. Were you pleased with that stretch?
No, I didn't think we closed the game well at all. We made a lot of mistakes at both ends, and it was I'm thrilled with the win, but I'm disappointed with the way we closed the game. So we've got to do better.
You went with Dante there for most of the final 3 minutes there. That was mostly a defensive decision on your part.
Yeah. So Dante is the defensive choice in that situation, and so that was why I made that decision.
There was a stretch there, Steve, where you guys went back to attacking the paint. Was that an edict to stop shooting threes and attack them inside?
It's just more the nature of the game. We knew they were going to play small for maybe half the game. Dwight Powell is a good big in the paint who can block shots and present a wall in there. But when he comes out of the game, they're playing 5 guards. So we talked about that before the game. We wanted to attack and get some paint points for sure.
Kevon Looney had 2 really key rebounds at the end of this game. What do you think about the way that he came up big?
Yeah, Loon is one of our best players down the stretch of games at both ends. His defense is elite, and he just seems to have a knack for getting important offensive rebounds and putbacks. And I thought Loon was great. I thought JaMychal was probably our kind of player of the game. Terms of what he provided in his minutes. He was, just the toughness inside, the scoring, made some big defensive plays. So that position was manned well by JaMychal and Loon and Draymond all night.
Hey, Steve, you guys went 6 and 5 when Steph was out last time. Does that give you confidence in case he does miss any time that you guys be able to weather that storm?
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's if he's out, then you move forward, and we do have some games to lean on, some game film to look at, and we'll be ready for OKC regardless.
You just mentioned how well JaMychal played. Just wanted to ask you about his energy level and how much you could feel at the moment that he came in the game for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, J. Mike has been great. It's been a frustrating season for him on an individual basis. He hasn't played as much as I know he would like. And then, of course, he had the month-long absence with the illness and the infection. And but I went to him a couple of weeks ago, and told him we were going to start playing small and there may not be minutes. And he was such a pro, he just said, I get it. And I'll be ready when you need me. So it's one of the reasons we wanted him is he's been a pro. He's been around this game for a long time. So he understands how things can change in an instant. And so he's stayed ready. And I think he's played really well over recent weeks.
Did you already get asked about the starting lineup?
No.
So you did go back to
Yeah.
Looney in it. I guess what was your is that a long-term thing again?
Yeah, I'm going to go back to that. We got a good look at the smaller lineup. I think it was 9 games, if I'm not mistaken. And just came to the conclusion that, our best bet is to start with the bigger lineup. We know that 5-man unit is it's either the number 1 or number 2 5-man unit in the NBA. So, and that was with a big sample size. So we like that unit. And we feel like our bench is playing better now. We've got more continuity there. And so we're going to go back to that lineup and, keep pushing. We've tried a lot of different things and obviously we're looking for a spark and we'll see how it goes. Thank you.